It's very simple. Just as I said, arm, most important is arm, because that's elementary school. Arm, leg, four become one. So four become one, not that simple. You must be arm connect to the center. So people touch here, touch here. And also connect but not connect. That's very important. If you totally connect, become furniture. Not connect, too weak, tofu. So you have to be connect but not connect. Second one, you have to melt, which in your computer brain has to be delete this feeling. So arm is there but not there. So you must be connect but not connect, there but not there. Okay? And third one is he has to be go with the trunk. The trunk go first. So he cannot go together. He cannot don't go. He have go without going. So its meaning is he go but not go first. So the arm must be yin and yang in this situation. And these three very important. And his function is no information, light, and smash. When he hit the smash, and gravity, as it is. Dead arm. Okay? So arm the function is dead, hit you like a dead arm, and also he smash you, not have jing, not force there. Plus he is very light. In your mind is very light. Heavy is space heavy. The space, which is spaces come from your internal. So your internal, especially on the back area, you have to be pure internal. So you cannot internal external mix together. You have a pure internal, and pure internal has to be conditionally reflect from the spiritual. So he created it because the mind change, so internal change. So he created a space power. Okay, so this space power is Se. We call it Se. And this power is what we need. So the more spiritual thick, spiritual concentrate, more serious, the back or internal will be more response toughly. Then created a force in space will be more heavy and tough. So your tough cannot yourself tough. Yourself is make space tough. And your job is you make space tough, not yourself tough. The game is like this. So the body internal has to be pure, has to be go first before the hand, and has to be have brain, have intelligence and agile, can changeable, can do the job in the space, can create the force in space. And that's internal. And then the spiritual has to be harmony to your internal. So spiritual has to be concentrate, has relationship with internal, and also spiritual has to be tough and heavy. So heavy is spiritual heavy, space heavy, not physical heavy. Physical just as it is. And the arm, leg is light, as light as possible. Okay? But usually people say, light hand, how I can kill the people. You understand? Like a tiger, this kind of light hand, how can kill people? Yeah, you can kill, because why? Your trunk go first. So your trunk knock him down, make him unbalanced. This, at that time you follow with maximum gravity. So they have the body power. So even this bumper is made by bone, same as anybody's material. So material is still same, just no gene. The only difference is his material has gene inside. My material no gene, but made by bone, the same. So my force is from trunk, from space, and his force from gene. So it's both have gene, both have force. So it works. So you can kill people by smash and steady hand, but with the body hitting first. Okay? Because you connect. That's kind of foundation. Okay? So whenever you do any movement, it's based on this. So that, for example, like a leg has to suck in and disconnect, arm disconnect, and trunk go. So all the time you're moving. So all the time, this is nothing else. So trunk move. One move, four move. Only one. So one move, and one maybe this, maybe upcut. So, but however, you working on the space. So it's free. Very easy. And you just feel the trunk. You don't feel here. The idea just like that.
So there's actually another question from YouTube. Yeah. So someone has asked, would it be correct to think that both the hand and the elbow are light, but the mind, yi, must interpret and feel the space or air the arm is passing through as being very dense and heavy? Am I understanding Master Xu correctly here?
No. So he don't understand what I say. So I say is your mind, your intention is all on space. Arm is spiritual, but in your computer is not exist. Delete. Okay. So he only go with the mind. So you only have a mind, which is tiger only have deer. Deer is what he want hunt. Head to tail hunting the deer. This claw is just go with it. But because his root is, connect. It's like a toilet. You go to restroom, airport, you lock. So he just locks here. This muscle is going downwards. It lock there. So the door can be open, close. So this is just like a door. So he go with the base. The base is being locked. So that's why the base goes, he go with it. But he still connect. Because this toilet is still closed. So that's the situation. So this arm is, you cannot think in arm. So your technique is not arm technique. Your technique is before the arm, the tsunami technique. Whenever you're going this way, you feel tsunami going, and then trunk going, and this is go with it. So you cannot focus on a hand attack. You focus on the space first, the trunk second, because trunk with space is harmony, so almost together. Then arm go with it. So he will be feel, since arm's delay, he will feel my arm, he touch my arm, actually feel is what I'm first one, which is trunk. So he feel the trunk, because trunk go first. Once he touch the arm, he already feel the trunk, because trunk is already done. In this situation, arm's right. So arm is very simple, but very abnormal, because normal people through the hand finish the job. We want to through the shen, through the space, the shi finish the job. And shi is what you created. Which I will say this, for example, Pavlov, the laboratory dog, okay? When you give the meat, give green light ball, or sometimes they give beer, some of beer down, then the dog, okay, see the meat, saliva come out. And whenever you give meat, give green light bulb. Give meat, give green light bulb. Then after this, you just give green light bulb, his saliva will come out. His stomach acid will come out, okay? Because he's thinking the meat is coming. Do you understand? So this is called a conditioned refract. So actually, the shen is green light bulb, which target, which deer is for tiger is see the deer, he is green light bulb, okay? And his muscle response, the internal change, is his internal, and he created a force between he with deer, that's saliva. This is number 3, which I call saliva, or I call si. In laboratory is green light bulb, dog, saliva. So this 3 ABC. But actually fighting is same thing. Deer, me, space. But space is my meat created this force. This space force is invisible, indirect, and untouchable. So you cannot resist, you cannot touch. Why? Because this is, for example, Olympic champion, that's what my style is come from. Now, Olympic champion through the disc, you understand? 86 meter, for example. When he has disc, he do it, you see the disc, you see the power. Without disc, he do the same movement, he created the same power in space. And this 86 meter force traveling goes through too, but you don't see nothing. That see nothing is what I want. But he did it because he did action. If he don't do it, he just mind thinking, okay, 86 meter, this bullshit. Okay, you cannot pure mind. You must be mind harmony to something else, to the dog. Then you get a saliva. You cannot mind saliva. Okay, so it's you must be have through the base, through which one make the saliva, make stomach acid. So this is foundation, source. So your internal, your back, head to tail, big group muscle is your foundation, is source. Like Himalaya source, make round river. So you cannot just thinking round river. It doesn't happen. You have to be have round river and source, where come from. The most important doctor too, you have to find the guy sick. What is the source? Cause he, Chinese doctors fix your source. American just fix, well, it's problem, just cut. Sometimes, but they started to have Chinese way to thinking. Now, not just that simple, okay? But Chinese also, thinking American way too. So the both way actually is the best. You have source and you have a target. Not just target, without source. You understand? But without source, without produce something, the source you produce something, and something invisible is what you want. According to your source change, the snow more melt, round river go more bigger. So we want a round river, water bigger, you need to work on the source. But source come from sun, so you need a sun more closer to make more snow melt. So sun is your shen, for example, A, B, C. So A closer to the mountain, then the B, the snow melt, the C getting bigger. To fight, we use C to attack you. Like a round river water attack you. But we need sun and snow. We need a shen, target, and we need an internal. We want space attack, physical form. I think I'm saying very clear, okay? You can ask any questions. But it's difficult to play this invisible ghost game. It's like a ghost, there's nothing there. But for everyone, this is nothing. For me, this is something with my shen, with my this, and this. This 3 is something. Okay, it's real. Not just okay, I look, standing like this, say okay, attacked. Nothing. So all the people, my style, if his hip is like that structurally, and he's doing this, doing shen, or without touching, make people fly, all bullshit. Because your source is not good enough. So you just look his source. Source must be loose, open the hips, contour, dantian is contour. Internal is muscle is doing, all kind of action to create this force. So he must be do something. Cannot standing there, okay, just look like nothing. No, it's impossible. Only way is because he's standing there, the people touch his structure, he can take his force to the ground and reaction force come back to him. This works, only the guy was stupid and rigid. So he hit his force, hit his structure, so he bouncing back. That works, but that won't only work for your student or idiot guy. But a smart guy, sneaky guy, for the deer, you cannot do this. It doesn't work. Tiger do the deer, it doesn't work. Okay, they are not that stupid. He's very agile. So when the people is agile, relaxed, and very changeable, suddenly fast, suddenly slow, suddenly hard, suddenly soft. Disconnect with you, not like an idiot stick touch you and then bouncing out. This is a different game. Okay, you have to be reality. So that's why I say all the people, all the masters, if standing there, structurally, you can see hip not connect. Is it connect? So he just use the body like a good structure and reaction force hit you. It works for people being on his system, on his school, but not working on everybody. Especially when you fight, it has to be moved.